although Dan Wootton is no longer apparently still suspended, shall we say, by GB News, he's still planning to get his voice out there using social media platform Rumble. We're going to read into this more from Byline Times, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here with an article from Byline Times with the headline of Rumbled. Dan Wootton's comeback planned on free speech platform used by Russell Brand. Wootton had been suspended from his presenting role on GB News since September after the on-air misogyny storm. Now he is said to be preparing to launch a channel on the controversial video platform. So, as you guys know, I'm just going to put this out there before we talk about Dan Wootton. I have a channel on Rumble under the name REGANELITE, and I've just been doing, not every day, but I'm going to slowly get back into it, doing some foreign videos on Rumble. And the reason why I use the platform is because it's completely free. Now, I completely understand why people would not want me to use the platform, considering some of the rhetoric that is on there, and that's understandable. But I'm still going to continue to use it as another means of basically growing me and my audience and products, etc. But that doesn't mean to say that there ain't going to be controversy on there. But there is also controversy here on YouTube, to be fair. Now, how do I feel about Dan Wootton coming back? I mean, it's just like he's just going to be another mouthpiece online. Just like pretty much I am, speaking his mind about things, and he's gonna go after Byline Times, and he's gonna go after them really hard. I suspect as well, because they've pretty much exposed him, and they've worked very hard, Byline Times, to expose him. I don't know whether or not he'll be back on GB News. That still remains to be seen at the time of this recording, but things can change, guys. Things can really change. But we've covered extensively on my channel the Dan Wootton scandal numerous times. I'll put some of the links in the descriptions if you want to go back and look at some, because we've talked about this man and some of the things that he allegedly he's allegedly done. You know, until he has his day in court, you know, these rumbles are not going to go away, whether he is absolutely guilty or completely innocent. So. But he's going to be using social media now as a means to continue to voice his opinions, as opposed to just saying something or tweeting about it now. So the suspended GB News presenter Dan Wootton is preparing a return to screens on Rumble. The free speech platform hosted former comedian Russell Brand since his YouTube earnings bans following rape allegations. Rumble does have has quite a few controversial people as well. They also have Andrew Tate on there as well. I've seen pop up on there as well. So, just a word of warning: you will come across some really strong out of bouncing off the wall stuff if you do decide to create a Rumble account and follow me on there. I'm just going to put that out there, caveat. But if you don't, that's totally fine as well. It comes as Michael Cass, the official moderator for the Dan Wootton Tonight's Club, told its 7,400 strong formerly Twitter followers that GB News has yet to announce his intentions around Wootton's future and hit out at the weak and pathetic management at the controversial channel. That's not helping your position. Wootton is expected to return to the UK this week after a trip to his native New Zealand, from where he posted a video over the Christmas holiday which he addressed unspecified rumours, claimed to have been silenced, and called for a media revolution. Oh, why don't you address the elephant in the room, mate? Like, address these stories. Like, take them on in court. Show that you are innocent. You know, if you are innocent, then what have you got to lose? He offered a possible foretaste of any Rumble content in his piece to camera, in which promised to be back in 2024, telling followers, "You will be such an important part of that for me." Basically, he means, give me your money. He said Fishy Rishi Sunak has joined the Conservative Party from the inside out. Slippery Keir Starmer is planning a communist takeover of the UK. The corporate media is deriding patriots as far-right yobs, and Sky News and the British bashing corporation BBC have hit a new low with their coverage on the conflict in Israel. Since mid-November, GB News has until further notice filed Wootton's weekly night slot with appearances from colleagues Patrick Christys. It's not clear whether the former Murdoch executive is continuing to collect his £600,000 annual salary, having been suspended over the on-air misogynistic rant by actor-turned-activist Laurence Fox, during which Wootton smirked as Fox made disparaging sexual remarks about political journalist Ava Evans. That followed months of speculation about Wootton's future on GB News after a 3-year deep investigation by this newspaper into personal and professional conduct, in which he exposed a serial catfish target of friends and colleagues which attempts to obtain sexual imagery by deception. Essentially blackmail for those. But again, I'll put links in the description if you want to check out some of the stories behind it. It also comes alongside an ongoing investigation by the Metropolitan Police into various Byline Times revelations, including one alleged victim of the online personium Martin Brannan, who was blackmailed over a 10-year period. Now, 3 sources with knowledge of Wootton's vision for the future are saying he is looking to life beyond GB News, with Rumble his likely choice as the destination, following YouTube's move to demonetize some controversial voices, including that of Russell Brand, since rape allegations emerged about the former comedian were in October. One source has said Dan has yet to acknowledge that his broadcasting career is in limbo, and that he may need to go on his own way. Rumble is a preferred platform. This will allow him to make money from adverts and crowdfunding. In one of his final GB News broadcasts, Wootton led the coverage of the Brand allegations themselves, subject to separate police probe, and attacked so-called cancel culture and trial by media. On September the 19th, Wootton hosted 3 segments addressing Brand and strongly criticising the demonetisation of Brand's YouTube channel, running a poll in which Wootton asked viewers to vote on whether it was wrong for the platform to cut off Brand's income stream, with 70% respondents apparently agreeing. This newspaper further understands that Wootton is considering teaming up with controversial commentator Calvin Robertson, who himself left GB News in support of Wootton following his suspension. Dan and Calvin may go into partnership together, another source told Byline Times. They hope to have a base within a certain section of GB News audience. Wootton, once prolific on social media, had been quieter since his suspension, but has kept his X account ticking over with retweets about Woki and his support of hard-right Conservative Party figures and ideas. The journalist has, however, been posting on social media from various international locations, including France and New Zealand. Byline Times has also learned that Wootton travelled to the Grand Canyon, famous offshore financial centre, in early December. Dan Wootton was approached for comment, and obviously he's not going to respond, guys. Why would he respond to Byline Times? We know he's not going to respond. So what does this mean? This means that what's this basically means? He basically means that he's not going anywhere. And while yes, it will not be as big of a voice in the UK, it still means that he's going to have a voice, and he's going to be echoed on social media. The question is whether the mainstream media are going to bring him back into the fold, allow him to speak at some point. I hope not. I really, really hope not, and I hope that that people don't follow him like people have followed Russell Brand, because they've yet to address the allegations that are put in front of them. They haven't dealt with them. They deny them, but they're not challenging them in the courts. So these aren't going away, and they shouldn't go away until they prove without a shadow of a doubt that they are innocent. Like I've said, I've covered numerous times on Dan Wootton and the stories that have surrounded him. And him going on Rumble doesn't really surprise me. He's just looking for a way to get money. And no doubt he will be plugging it hard on X, and he'll get his mates to plug him hard on social media once he starts doing content on there. So what do you make of Dan Wootton so far? Still, so far, he's been quiet for quite a while now. But it looks like he's going to be making a political comeback of some sorts on social media. Political, but journalistic comeback. Looks like he's going to go down that path. What are your thoughts on him now that he's potentially going down there? What do you guys make of Rumble as a channel? Or do you think maybe I should stop using Rumble altogether? Let me know what you guys honestly think in the comments section down below. Hit the like button, we greatly appreciate it. Share this across social media and hit that bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I upload another video. And if you want us to financially support me, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member for just 99p or joining me on Patreon for exclusive content. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.